Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. The Cowboys still haven't paid Parsons. NFL analyst predicts whether or not Dallas Cowboys' Micah Parsons will be suiting up in Week 1. The Dallas Cowboys finished the 2024 season with a 6-11 record, and they will once again be under the spotlight in 2025. One of the biggest stories for Dallas entering training camp will be whether or not Micah Parsons will report to camp on time. Parsons is entering the final year of his contract. It remains to be seen if the Cowboys will want to give him a long-term deal or not. If he were not to get a contract extension before the 2025 NFL season, is there a chance that Parsons would not play for Dallas in Week 1 on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles? NFL analyst predicts that Dallas Cowboys edge rusher will suit up in Week 1. Jeff Kerr of CBS Sports created different questions before training camp about whether it is an overreaction or not. One headline he mentioned was that Parsons will not be suiting up for the Cowboys in Week 1, and Kerr thought it was an overreaction. He said, "The Cowboys still haven't paid Parsons the elite pass rusher money he deserves, and likely won't get him signed at the start of training camp. That is not the Jerry Jones way, as he lets the market set before paying his star players at the top of said market, which is a bad strategy, by the way." Parsons didn't hold out in minicamp, but that could change at the start of training camp until he gets a contract. That could be a while, as Jones will likely take it until the 11th hour to get a long-term extension done, roughly at the time between the 53-man roster cutdown day and the start of the regular season. Jones will get the long-term extension done with Parsons, and he'll be the highest-paid non-quarterback in football, well after T.J. Watt and Trey Hendrickson get their deals. He'll suit up for Dallas when the Cowboys play Philadelphia for the opener. If Parsons is waiting for Watt and Hendrickson to get deals done, then it might be a while before he signs his contract extension. If the Cowboys stopped messing around, they could pay him north of $40 million per season, and this is what Cleveland Browns defensive end Myles Garrett will be making per season. Dallas already has Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb signed to long-term deals. Micah Parsons ranked third best pass rusher by execs, coaches and scouts. We are oh so close to real NFL football, and of course, ESPN had to check in with all the executives, coaches and scouts to do another pointless ranking. Still, ESPN surveyed league executives, coaches and scouts to rank the top 10 players at 11 different positions. From quarterback to cornerback and all positions in between. Micah Parsons ended up the best Dallas Cowboys. As the final ranking came in, he sits as the third best passer rusher according to all these guys. Don't care. Let me say again that these rankings are just something for ESPN to talk about during the summer before training camp. I do think that Micah is indeed the third best pass rusher. They might have gotten this one right though. Myles Garrett was first on the list, followed by T.J. Watt, both guys who won the Defensive Player of the Year award. Next was Micah Parsons, followed by Max Crosby and Nick Bosa. Micah clearly has the numbers to be atop of this list, yet for some reason guys find a way to push him down the list. His 126 pressures and 31% pass rush win rate since 2023 lead the NFL. He has done this despite facing a 31.5% double-team rate in 2024, highest among edge rushers on this list. He generated a league-high 19.1% pressure rate last season and led the Cowboys with a 24.2% pressure share, the 8th highest clip in the NFL. His pass rush win rate of 25.3% ranked second overall. Parsons is the second player in NFL history to produce 12 or more sacks in each of his first 4 pro seasons, but sure, let's keep saying he isn't a game wrecker for the Cowboys. Colin Cowherd has said 100 times this summer the Cowboys should trade him because half of his career sacks were against the Giants and Commanders. Like dude, they play them more than any other team. What do you want him to do? I really hope the front office gets a contract done with Parsons before the start of the year so he can just play football and not have to worry about it anymore. Yes, he is going to make the most money out of any non-quarterback, but that is what happens when you wait. Once he signs, then TJ Watt will probably get even more. Heck, they better get it done before that, if not the Dallas Cowboys are going to have no money, and better make a run this year in the playoffs. Veteran safety could be a surprise cut before 2025 season. Cowboys emerge as potential landing spot. Despite signing a one-year extension earlier this offseason, veteran safety Tony Jefferson could be on the chopping block before the 2025 NFL regular season kicks off. According to Isaac Zuniga of Heavy Sports, Jefferson may be a surprising name to watch in terms of potential roster cuts for the Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers currently boast a deep group of young and talented safeties, and unless Jefferson exceeds expectations during training camp this July, his presence may no longer be necessary. The franchise added R.J. Mickens in this year's draft and still has established contributors like Derwin James, Elijah Molden, and Alohi Gilman, leaving Jefferson in a precarious position on the depth chart. While the Chargers could stash him on the practice squad, releasing him outright may offer Jefferson a better opportunity to sign with a team that actually needs his services. Originally undrafted out of Oklahoma in 2013, Jefferson has carved out a respectable career with stops in Arizona, Baltimore, San Francisco, and New York Giants. He joined the Chargers last season under new defensive coordinator Jesse Minter, contributing to what became one of the more stable secondaries in the AFC West. But as the NFL continues to get younger and faster, veterans like Jefferson often find themselves squeezed out, not due to lack of talent, but due to financial and developmental priorities. That doesn't mean, however, that he's without value. Enter the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys' secondary took major hits last season, losing Trayvon Diggs early and struggling with inconsistent safety play down the stretch. Although they addressed cornerback depth with the acquisition of Kaiir Elam, the safety group remains thin. Malik Hooker is still performing at a high level, but Donovan Wilson is coming off a disappointing year, and depth behind them is scarce. A savvy veteran like Jefferson could be a stabilizing presence. He brings leadership, playoff experience, and positional flexibility, qualities Dallas has historically valued in late summer signings. Should he hit the open market, don't be surprised if Dallas makes a call.